Welcome to the Blazefield Football News on May 6th. Here are the main headlines. 1. MU receives great news ahead of the Bilbao clash. Athletic Bilbao loses all three key players, Oihan Sancet, Nico Williams and Dani Vivian, due to injuries and suspensions, opening the door wide for the Red Devils to reach the Europa League final. 2. Mason Mount declares, "We must win the Europa League." After scoring his first goal for MU, the number 7 shows immense determination to secure a Champions League spot next season at all costs. 3. Young star Chido Obi-Martin rewrites history. At just 17 years old, a Carrington Academy prodigy is given a starting role by coach Amorim, becoming one of the youngest players to feature for MU in the EPL era. 4. Solskjaer and even Liverpool legends criticize McTominay's sale. As Scott shines brilliantly at Napoli, former football greats do not hold back in slamming MU for selling away their future. One. Great news for MU. Bilbao loses 3 key players. Just before the second leg of the Europa League semi-final between Manchester United and Athletic Bilbao, the English club received fantastic news as their opponent faces a severe squad crisis. According to Spanish media, Bilbao's 2 attacking pillars, Oihan Sancet and Nico Williams, are almost certain to miss the match due to injuries. Sancet, who has scored 5 goals in La Liga this season, missed the first leg due to a hamstring injury and has yet to recover. Nico Williams played 79 minutes in the first leg but suffered a groin injury and was unable to feature in Bilbao's recent 0-0 draw against Real Sociedad. Coach Ernesto Valverde admitted that hopes for their return are very slim. Additionally, Dani Vivian, a key defensive player, is suspended after receiving a red card in the first leg. Missing all 3 crucial players, including 2 main attacking threats, Bilbao is clearly at a major disadvantage. Notably, they lost 0-3 at home in San Mamés, making a comeback against a title-hungry MU extremely unlikely. However, Coach Valverde refuses to surrender. "We will step onto the pitch with the strongest emotions. If you don't think about crazy things, there will never be surprises in football." Yet, with their star players absent, perhaps a miracle is too far-fetched. 2. Mason Mount. We must win the Europa League. With Manchester United dropping to 15th place in the Premier League and their chances of qualifying for European competitions through domestic play nearly shut, the Europa League has become their last shortcut to salvaging the season. Mason Mount understands this well. After the 3-4 loss to Brentford, Mount spoke candidly. "Winning the Europa League is MU's chance to secure a Champions League spot. That is the most important thing. If we can do it, it will be a positive ending to a turbulent season." The English midfielder, who scored his first goal for Manchester United in the 14th minute against Brentford, has shown hunger and determination. Despite the defeat, Mount insists the team must not give up. "We started well, but conceded goals we should have anticipated. We need to improve." Mount has only played 600 minutes this season for MU and is still working to re-establish himself after an injury. However, his strong words prove that his fighting spirit is rising, something MU needs now more than ever. 3. Chido Obi-Martin, rewriting history at 17. The match against Brentford not only marked Mason Mount's first goal for MU, but also a historic milestone for young talent Chido Obi-Martin. At just 17 years old, Obi was handed a starting role by coach Ruben Amorim, instantly etching his name into MU's history. The 2007-born player had previously played only 60 minutes in the Premier League, all from the bench. However, in this crucial match, Amorim placed his trust in him, making Obi the most influential young player at MU since Mason Greenwood's era. Notably, MU's starting lineup that day had an average age of just 22 years and 270 days, the youngest in the club's Premier League history and the 3rd youngest squad in the league since 1992. When asked whether this was a move to sacrifice the Premier League in favor of the Europa League, Amorim denied it. It's not easy. We still want to improve our ranking. But the Europa League is a major goal. Balancing the squad is the toughest challenge right now. Despite MU's 3-4 defeat, the performances of Chido Obi and other young stars like Zorro and Wheatley have brought fresh hope for the Red Devils' future. Fourth, Solskjaer. Whoever sold McTominay owes fans an apology. In a notable statement, former MU manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has publicly criticized the decision to sell Scott McTominay to Napoli for just £21 million. In Serie A, McTominay is enjoying the best season of his career, scoring 12 goals and playing a key role in Napoli's title race against Inter. Solskjaer expressed his frustration. Scott is someone who gives 100% every single day. I can't understand why MU sold him. Not only Solskjaer, but even current MU manager Ruben Amorim has voiced regret over McTominay's departure. Although he wasn't directly involved in the decision, Amorim admitted, "I never wanted MU to sell players with such strong identity. If I had a choice, I'd want McTominay in my dressing room." The disappointment extends to Liverpool legend Graham Souness, who even mocked MU's transfer strategy. Selling McTominay, 27 years old, fit, scoring goals, low wages, to buy Casemiro at 30 for £58 million, paying him £370,000 per week, and spending another £42 million on Ugarte is absolute madness. Souness concluded, Manchester United has been mismanaged on an industrial scale since Sir Alex left. Now they'll have to pay double if they want McTominay back. Fifth, overview, MU at a crossroads. All the pieces from Bilbao's injury crisis, Mount's determination, Obi-Martin's breakthrough, to Solskjaer's fiery remarks paint a picture of Manchester United standing at a crucial crossroads. The second leg of the Europa League semi-final against Bilbao is more than just a match. It is the ultimate test of the season. A loss would mean the season collapses entirely. A victory and a path to the Europa League title would not only bring silverware, but also secure a Champions League spot, restoring fan confidence and reshaping the club's future. However, to achieve this, MU must overcome an opponent crippled by injuries but fueled by fighting spirit, maintain clarity in squad management. Most importantly, play as if they have never lost hope, because at Old Trafford, no one is allowed to give up, and no one can afford another mistake. Conclusion. This has been a season full of controversy, from the team's lack of stability, shocking transfer decisions, to the battle between Solskjaer's past and Amorim's future. Yet, amid the chaos, glimmers of hope remain. If Mount explodes, if Obi-Martin truly becomes the next Greenwood, if MU maintains form and wins the Europa League, then perhaps a new chapter will begin. But if they fail, more Solskjaers will rise and say, "Don't silence me when MU is being sold away, both its soul and its future."
Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to receive daily football news